Hey everyone, it's Dr. Nic and Professor Mike with Divine Guidance Institute, Modern Day Mystery School, teaching you the ancient way of knowing so you never get blindsided again with, the ancient way. Today we're talking all about
New York. Today we're talking about New York and Flavor Flav and even Chelsea Lately. You guys remember Chelsea Lately?
The Chelsea Lately show. Chelsea Handler. And this is from 17 years ago. Okay, let's back up. Flavor Flav had a show, and one of the girls on the show was so cool, she got her own show, and her nickname was New York. So first she had a show, I Love New York, and it was dating and all of this. Then from that, they did another show called New York Goes to Hollywood. We were living in Hollywood. So they gave us a call, and they asked us if we would work with her to deal with her anger, give her some unique tools, get her ready for the Chelsea Lately show, and all of these things. So
what were we? Why did they call us? What was our title to help them at the time?
Celebrity life coaches. What's a life coach?
17 years ago, they go, what the hell? Seriously, what the hell's a life coach?
H1 coined the term life coach for the show. Okay. So there you go. The term wasn't even around. As you'll see, because we put a clip of the show into this podcast, you're going to see it in a minute. It's a couple minute long segment of New York, Tiffany Pollard, on the show Chelsea Lately on E! Entertainment with Chelsea Handler as the host and promoting the show. So it's most interesting, and that's really what we were talking about, how times have changed. That aired 17 years ago. Okay, 17 years ago in 2008 was the show. And back then, you're going to see with Chelsea's comments, life coaching, what is life coaching? What is it? The hue, what is that? What are you doing?
And that's an interesting point because what are you doing? Like asking life coaching, what is it? Like, oh my God. And it'll give you a real snapshot for how much ahead of the time the thing that we were doing in Hollywood, which is why they called and gave us a title, Celebrity Life Coaches, because we were working with celebrities. But also the hue, that vibrational toning technique, they had not even heard of vibrational toning techniques at the time. Today, 8 billion people have all heard of it, and they know of it. They're all practicing different versions of it. But it was so far ahead of its time, it was novel.
Novel's an understatement. She actually laughs. You'll see in a minute when we air it. She's so Chelsea is so incensed, appalled with this sound because she's hewing on the air. And I mean, Chelsea's a comedian anyway, but nonetheless, she's most uncomfortable and has no clue. And it's funny because 17 years later, everyone's doing yoga, everyone's meditating, everyone's using sound and vibration to get into their flow state.
Yeah.
So we really just wanted to highlight the differences between now and 17 years ago.
Yep. And you know what? Why did we go in and share the hue with her at the front end? Why hue?
They wanted us to get her ready for Chelsea Lately. Tiffany had anger issues, so they had us come on the show. We filmed several episodes, and we got her ready for the Chelsea Lately show. Chelsea Lately. They didn't want her to lose her head on the show. They wanted her to be cool, calm, collected, which is why she's hewing on the show, to keep herself together. And she talks about it. You'll hear about it. Why don't we just go to the clip right now? Hey.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
And you'll get a complete insight and snapshot when you see this clip. And it's really funny, and it's uplifting, and it also demonstrates or shows you the power of the hue, called one magic word.
Alrighty, let's roll the tape.
for herself as a reality TV superstar, and now she's trying to make it in Hollywood. From I Love New York, please welcome back to the show, New York. Wow, okay, I'm just going to make one quick adjustment.
What's that, Chelsea?
You look real good.
Thank you.
Yeah, did you go on a diet? Did you lose weight?
I did, Chelsea. You know, I recently quit smoking. No.
Your skin looks good. When people quit smoking, their skin starts to glow and stuff, right?
Yes.
Yeah. But you're glowing in other ways too. You're very sharp. I don't know what to make of that sound. That's what you did it called with your relationship. Is that what you're saying?
Something like that. Actually, Chelsea, do you with me?
No, I don't do that. I always have to keep my eyes open at all times. I'll do if you really want me, I'll do one.
Okay. Let me tell you where
like a yoga?
I had a life coach, a married couple come to me. They were like these married loud. The hue is for if you have to answer a difficult question or something that you don't want to deal with in your life.
Oh, okay.
But it can just help you to just relax and just release your mind.
Okay.
Here with me, Chelsea.
Okay, so you just say hue.
Yeah. Breathe in.
Does it work if I say Jew?
You can do that. I love that.
Okay, ready?
So you want to breathe in and on the exhale you hue or Jew.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. Jew. I can't say things like that seriously.
Oh my goodness.
So what are you doing? You're doing another show though for VH1.
Yes,
Tell us about
absolutely. Well, my show right now is called New York Goes to Hollywood, and basically it's just a transition of me trying to become from reality star to a serious respected actress. And I'm taking, acting courses. I have a life coach.
Why do you have a
Well, to help me heal.
Right.
And deal with certain things that come my way.
Okay, and we're back. Hey, how about that for a clip? 17 years ago. Yep.
I'm trying to remember, what did it do for New York anyway, specifically? And she was a good testament to the effects of the vibrational toning technique, that one magic word, hue.
A minute ago, she just said it helps relax you and release your mind and help calm and center you.
Mm-hmm. It balanced her. I know. I could feel that when we were with her. I remember that she was much more balanced, and I think she even mentions in the segment having to go from where she was with her show to being, she wanted to be a serious Hollywood actress. So that's why we provided her with that one magic word, which kind of clears all that fear away and brings you back into harmony.
Yeah. And, it was obviously good TV because they had it on the television show. And, but again, it's just how times have changed in these 17 years. The hue and hewing and what is that? It's like, sounds like some crazy thing. And life coaching, well, what on earth is that? And why would you ever need a life coach? And now therapy is actually in vogue. You don't have a therapist. It's like, well, what's wrong with you?
Right.
You don't have therapy. You don't have a therapist. You don't go to therapy every week. It's pretty interesting how things have changed. And really it goes back to fighting the good fight that we brought this out so long ago. 20 years ago, we've been sharing this hue forever, one magic word. And only now are y'all ready for these tools. And we are so happy. We are so excited. We've been ready and waiting.
It was 17 years. We used to get such pushback, and people would go, "What do you guys do again?" And then would have to repeat it. Life coach, what the hell is that? And it was like, oh my God. And what's your tools? What?
Well,
it was kind of like, whoa.
Well, you talk about pushback. The last podcast we just did that you've seen was Mancow, the radio shock jock. And he had us on with signs. And that was approximately the same time frame. No, that was probably 10 years ago. With Mancow. And nonetheless, he actually hung up the phone on live air because he was just couldn't get down with signs and how they work. Then he had that crazy sign later that day with slash and vipers and a package that came to his house. that he called us incessantly. Literally, the producer called, begging us to come back on the show so Shock Jock Mancow could apologize. And we played that on last week's podcast for you.
Mm-hmm. And he never apologized. That was a first and only.
And he said that.
And it was so dramatic for him in his living room. The signs, there were hundreds of them. It all came in. It literally freaked him out.
Yeah.
And he said, I don't know what you guys do or how you do that or what kind of magic that is, but I apologize. It's the real deal. He was totally, completely freaked out.
Yeah.
So, and I'm thinking, hey, sometimes the universe or God happens very, very quickly. It's like wake the F up.
Wake up. Yeah. So between this podcast and last week's podcast, you can see the difference 10 years ago, 17 years ago, the resistance that we have been dealing with the signs, with these tools. And the bottom line, let's take it a step further. Let's talk about, for some of you, you want to refer to it as the devil. Some of you want to refer to it as the dark forces, the negative side. Again, we don't want, whatever your belief system, it doesn't matter, but there is a negative aspect. We live in the plane of duality, the physical plane, duality, light, dark, good, bad, love, hate. So there is the opposition, the opposite force down here. And we've been, bumping up against it for so long because these tools are from Holy Spirit. We didn't make this stuff up. Okay. The Hugh's been around for thousands of years. As you know, if you've listened to us share about the history or you've read the history in our, one-step therapy book, we talk all about the history with all the religions, even the Masons. The Masons' secret word was Hugh, that you didn't receive till you were a 33rd initiate. I don't know what they're doing these days with the Hugh, but nonetheless, so the resistance, because the tools of Holy Spirit help you so much, and we've been fighting the uphill battle trying to share these things, dreams, signs, the Hugh, vibrational toning, and now finally coming out with the Modern Day Mystery School, which was actually 1 year ago. It was unleashed. Holy Spirit said it's go time. And so we incorporated 501c3 with the Mystery School. And now it's go time. We're building all the courses. We're about to open it up for full-blown, membership. And it's an exciting time.
It's like Nick said, it's go time. We've been fighting this good fight. And the Hugh has actually what people today go, oh my God, I can feel it. Oh my God, that's changing my life. Oh my God, it's magic. Mm-hmm. And they're open to it. The consciousness has finally hit the point to where they're accepting. And that's fun for us, at least. So we don't have to fight that good fight so much.
No more. Nope. So it's real. Anyway, we just thought, with Mancow and with Chelsea lately, with Hollywood, Tiffany Pollard, having everything
aligned. This is a really good alignment story showing how much ahead of its time and stepping into it and finally acceptance.
Nice.
It's something that's really smooth now. I love it. It's
an exciting time.
Yeah.
Like we said, we're going to open up everything soon. Membership, the course, our signature course is almost ready. And then there's 8 pillars. There's going to be 8 courses.
Right.
Oh, this thing is going to be badass, which is why the DGI sign behind us is an octagon, if you've noticed. 8 sides, 8 courses. Mm-hmm. 8 pillars. Anyway, enough of that. We're going to let you go for now. Remember the Hugh. We're going to give you another demo. Inhale. Hugh. On the exhale, inhale. Hugh. Oh, one thing I want to say. In the video, Chelsea says, I can't do anything with my eyes closed. I have to keep my eyes open. That's the beauty of Hugh, one magic word, eyes open, eyes closed, out loud or silent. It does not matter. The Hugh, one magic word, works, again, in all those scenarios while you're washing the dishes, while you're in a business meeting, or driving the car. It doesn't matter. And no, you do not have to close your eyes.
And now you have it. You have a priceless gift. And literally, it's it's priceless. So, hey, Professor Mike.
Signing off. All right, guys, have a good one. Talk soon. Hit us up. Ciao.